There's this great new kid named Hayden Baker that just released I think it's an album or it's an EP, and I played on a song with him. It's a song called "Don't Meet Your Heroes," and very true.
Well, okay, give me some of your lifesaver licks. Like if someone pulls you up to do like a honky tonk tune, like I don't know, like a Merle Haggard tune or anything, just honky tonk. Give me some lifesaver licks. Show me what you got here.
This is a Brent thing I think I stole. I have just like milked this little flat 5, like pull off to a 4 while you're holding the 1 below it. I'll give you multiple examples in my songs.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So my most popular song is At Least I'm Here, and it's the guitar's tune a half step down, but we're not going to do that today. And it's so there it is.
That's a great little
and
lick,
then I
right?
go. So I do that in that song a bunch. And Barely Getting By off the last record, it starts off. So it's there. Anytime I take a solo, I'll. So it's that.
That note right there gives it a little rub.
It just
right?
makes it stanky, man.
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing to do in all facets. That. My D string is not having a good time today.
No, we're good. We're cooking.
If I'm ever not up to par one night, I feel like I do always resort to just the.
That's a nervous breakdown.
The
thing,
open
right?
string, yeah. Wherever I'm at, I'll just, just that nonsense.
That works. That's always good, right?
Go so fast that they can't tell whether it was wrong or right.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the thought process. Give me a couple more. Come on, these are so good.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to let's see. I'll do a solo. I'll do Home Into a House, the one that one's got one of my favorite solos. This one I wrote it before the studio. Which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I went in, put a solo down that was like that. It was cool. I was like, no, I want to do something more interesting. So instead, I went with that's, I think, one of my most
great solo.
I'm so proud of that solo.
What's the chord you bend? You bend like a whole chord at one point.
Yeah, so that one, I started at it starts with this little, and I just remember like I'd landed on when I was trying to come up with stuff. I landed on this little.
It's like a Jerry Reed thing.
I was like,
almost.
It'd be cool if I bent it with the G bender.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the 5 chord, and I go, which just essentially gets you to that B7 triad.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, what if I bent up from a whole step below? And then this one this is a cool lick too, where I'm always looking for where I can put open strings instead of doing a fretted thing. And this little lick, that thing, that was taken from the, that little Brent triad or arpeggio.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I went and put the open B string in there instead of that? And it just helps me go faster.
Makes it sound a little different. Yes,
that's cool. Grab the fret, pull off, and bend up at the same time. I love that.
That's such a subtlety, right?
Yeah,
that is so subtle.
Yeah, and it's the beauty of that solo for me is it's easy to pull off live without having to think too much.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Give me a couple really good G bender tricks.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Brad's stuff too, and one of my favorite tricks that he does is in Water, which is an F, that always blew my mind when I was starting to learn stuff. Is like, how is he doing all this crazy open string stuff in F?
Yeah.
But it's that is pre-bends the G to an A.
Yes, right?
That's one of my favorite tricks, is to like just already have it there. And then I like doing, because we don't always have a steel player on the shows with us, so every now and then when I'm not singing too hard, I'll do like
that kind of steel stuff is great,
that
right?
kind of stuff.
That's the stuff that the G bender is just so helpful for. It's like you do that, and it's like that.
I'll tell you too, this is my favorite thing to use it for, because I am, the front man, the singer. I'm trying to get my ears right, and I'm trying to entertain, and I'm stepping on pedals, and a lot going on. So I love being able to just go.
Just that.
Instead of worrying about intonation, just.
And it sounds different, right?
It does. It sounds more mechanical, like a steel guitar would. So I do love that. And I'll be holding the power chord, and I'll go, whatever.
You gotta be careful though, right? Because sometimes you do that on a bad note.
Yeah.
And it's oh shoot.
Yeah, you'll be like, it's like, no, that didn't work.
But you don't screw that up ever, right? At this point,
I did. I've been playing a bender now, which is weird to say, because I never wanted to get one. I was like, I don't want to be. I'm already a Brad clone. I already sound like him a lot. I don't need to get a G bender. And then David Lewis, the guy I told you about, he got one.
Yeah, you were like,
brought it to the house, and I was like, oh man.
But you could have gotten a B bender. You could have gone double benders if you wanted to be a little different. Done the Jimmy O thing.
But I love the G bender thing. Oh, one of my favorites on that "Barely Getting By" song. That one. There is right before the solo. There's a breakdown, and it's in A, and I go.
That's a cool
another thing
too.
where you slide in and pre-bend it.
Yeah.
That's another. I like pre-bending it towards an A note instead. It's like you have an open A string.
Yeah.
I like doing that.
How do you figure this stuff out? Do you just sit at home on your couch and you just start noodling?
Pretty much.
What do you think about triads and different shapes?
Yeah.
And you just start piecing them together?
I think a lot of the fretboard knowledge for me comes from, I actually took, believe it or not, at a East Texas Junior College, I took 2 years of jazz guitar theory.
Okay, there you go.
So what
did that teach you?
It taught me just the neck and music theory, which I became and I still am, weirdly obsessed with. Like I was drawing the guitar neck in my notebook in class and putting E, F, F sharp, like
all the notes up.
all the notes.
Yeah.
And then for me, it's just like, I guess where scales are, like I know that, and then this is mixolydian. I know how all that kind of stuff works, and I'll go to that if I need it. But the way I play and the way I improvise is basically off of just shapes, and then knowing what key I'm in and what chord tones work. if you're going to land on something, if you're in B, like you're 1, 3, and 5 is what you can end on, or a 7, I guess. And then everything else in the middle is fair game.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So for me, I look at it as like notes. Like I can hit the 2, the 4, the 6, but as long as I end on the 1, 3, or 5, it'll sound somewhat like it should.
Like you know what you're doing, right?
Kind of like. And